Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of our Rimworld 1.0 playthrough of the Cold Foresters. Just taking an overhead view of the hospital in here. We see Johnny and Lines that I'm guessing got into a social fight that, as usual, included biting for us. Johnny versus Lines. And Tinny came in for a little discussion. Lines talking to Mike. Yeah, they're not talking to each other, it looks like. I guess that's good if they're just going to be insulting each other. But anyway, what are we up to? Working on the ship. We've got our sensor cluster just about up. I'm doing this one piece at a time because if I were to unforbid all of these, we would just start dumping off massive amounts of steel, plasteel components, and we could easily get to a point where we're starving the rest of our colony of basic everyday materials. So I've found it's best to kind of chip away one piece at a time, unless you really know that you have an abundance of something. Ghostface walking around blindly at night. Left eye, right eye. Cut out, shot out. Oof. Still fully functional as far as I can tell. In fact, maybe your combat is not as good. Yeah, your DPS is 0.92. Is that affected by your sight? Yes, it is. You can see... Well, this goes away as soon as I mouse over here, but you can see to the right. Sight is giving a minus 12, which sounds significant because default's only a plus 4. So you know what? I think, given that knowledge, Ghostface is going to have to be retired as a fighter. And I think I'm fine with that. Yeah, Ghostface... We're putting you in too much danger at that point. Because let's look at Alcatraz, for example. Your melee DPS is 3.33, so over 3 times Ghostface amount. And yeah, you don't have any health detriments. Your manipulation and sight are both a 0 modifier. Your default's a plus 4. Okay. Right, so your damage is 13.8, and then there's a cooldown. Well, Ghostface was still doing 13.8, wasn't he? So I don't know why this is suddenly the most interesting thing to me. Oh, so yours is 11.51, so that's down. Your cooldown seemed about the same, your default, but yeah, that sight really... I guess you're just so much less likely to impact that your DPS goes way down. So I'm fine with that. You hang around the base now and just do hauling. I will let you continue to walk around completely outside in Animal 1. You'll be a little bit less protected. You know, we can go ahead and unrecruit that. I was doing that to kind of try and save the amount of time this is opening and closing. But we're keeping a 26 indoor temperature, 28. We're shooting for 26. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have much in the way of quests at the moment. I do want to make this mining trip, even though that's always a disaster for us when we try to pull that off. But we need the uranium. Both for our ship and to keep our turrets going. And hell, maybe we want to try and make some marine armor for the final showdown. Well, this center got finished. This is now online, right? All connected up. Okay, cool. Now, we've got our bridge here. Now we can put the walls in to protect the power line. And we've got enough slate to keep it slate, so we'll do that. It's right across there. I hope they can reach everything. This slightly darker shade of blue is chest-deep moving water, which they cannot walk in. Wait a minute, 22% walk speed? I thought they couldn't cross this, but we'll see. This whole thing is kind of bugging me too. We can't wall it because I want to protect the power line and... I don't know, I mean, I could wall it and door it, but I do want to encourage enemies to come down through here. But we don't really have the steel, but I think I will... Damn, we don't even have 5 stored. We do have these 2 mining drills set up. We do have high priority miners. People should get to it. I'm going to haul some of this stuff out of the way, though. Just so they don't slow our guys down and so the enemies can't use it as cover. So this will slow them down slightly coming in. And maybe once in a while we want to run out here and take some long-range shots out into the open here. And if that's the case, I think we're going to want to deconstruct this. Someone just hit a trap, I think. Yeah, raccoon. There goes more steel that we don't have. Okay, good. So they were able to reach this. Do I want to bridge this here to avoid the soaking wet penalty in case we need to come out here? I mean, we have a bridge here, which is maybe the better way. By the way, can I bridge this part too? I do want to bridge over the marsh. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't want them to watch me on the marsh. Okay, so this will be the way we get out here. I'll leave this as is. That's fine. A horde of boars up here. Item stats quest. Interesting. Mega screen television, bionic eye, bolt action rifle. The bionic eye is interesting. 4 sleeping mechanoids doesn't sound too difficult. It's very close by. We could put a mega screen television, say, in our hospital or in someone's bedroom. Well, speaking of bedrooms, I noticed we don't really have any nightstands or dressers in any of these. How comfortable are you? Extremely comfortable. There is a higher rating than that, so we could boost some of these ratings. I mean, we do have some blocks piling in now. Got a couple marble blocks coming in. Oh, we're still working on that grand sculpture. Be very interested to see what that turns out like, and thinking about where we're even going to put it. There's kind of a spot, like in these 4 squares here. I don't know. Insect jelly was a dangerous food type? That fulfills a recreation need. Yeah, food consumption. You're bored of that. I'm not too worried about that going forward. Oh, that was the eclipse. I was like, wow, that went from day to night quite quickly. Let's see. So last time we boarded this up, which we should have done the first time. Oh, do we even make sure this is roofed? Okay. Yes, okay. Luckily it is. If there was a patch open, then this would be all for naught. We'd have to rip it down and do it again. I am going to double wall this bottom, though. That one wasn't necessary, but... oh, well, too late now. So let's see. Alright, ship sensor cluster is up. Should we go for an engine now? Steel, plasteel, uranium, and 6 advanced components. Whereas the structural beam... man, yeah, so we really need to get our steel going. I know we have 2 drills. Why aren't people drilling? Are people... no one's restricted. Oh, right, Estelle is down. I don't know what we're gonna... wait a minute. Estelle can't move because she's missing 3 of her 4 paws. And her moving is now none permanently. But I was almost certain Estelle was up here earlier. Did we give her drugs or something? Say we were to give her, oh, I don't know. Let's give her a beer. Does that increase your movement? Let's get her a yayo. That's the most powerful drug. I know this seems cruel, but I don't think she'll mind if all she does is lay in bed all day anyway. Now, assuming we have it. Okay, here comes Serrano. You're high on yayo. Your moving is a plus 15%. Your moving is still a none, though. You're high on yayo. Okay. So I don't know how she moved there. Someone may have carried her to do some sort of medical operation. I don't know. I kind of would like to get this looking more like a hangar. The thing is, we don't have the steel, but if we did, we've only got 28. I would like to put like the ugly stuff all around the edges. We certainly don't need the plans anymore for out here. And maybe even... I'm going to leave these because maybe I'll remember one day why I put them there. Do a little harvest on the berry bushes. How's our food doing? Great on meals. A lot of raw materials, but as you can see, most of it is this insect meat. All but 400. Great, we're doing some mining. Excellent. I want to put up a 3rd drill, but if these 2 aren't even going to be full, then I don't know what the use would be. Especially because they are quite expensive. Our chem fuel situation is fine. We haven't made a transport pod trip in a while. So that's just kind of trickling, and we can leave this drill off and focus on the steel. There comes a dog to haul it. There goes NG out to do what? Oh, do a little... why was she... oh, is this... oh, we're out of stone here, but she wants to do stone cutting, but I don't have a... I'm guessing I don't have a... well, the marble blocks has no radius, so I'm going to change that, actually. I don't want her going that far. Doing unlimited radius stone cutting. So if there's nothing in this pile, don't even bother. And move on to something else. Great, now she's going to do... well, that's Mike, actually. Yeah, I would much rather get these going than walking halfway across the map to cut a marble block. In fact, I should revisit these bills. Slate and granite forever. Well, you know, we those bills certainly aren't set up in an ideal manner for us, but they also aren't hurting anything. They'll still chop whatever they need to that's down here, and that'll be fine. And great, now Engie's doing steel stuff. Much more useful. Pacheco, yep, because of the gourmand, so nothing's wrong with Pacheco. Just felt like binging on food. We are 4 days away from the end of the growing season. It's nice to see some harvesting happening up here. Lots of potatoes. Oh, they're regrowing. The hauling will happen. Because our animals are not allowed in the fridge, they don't really help with the hauling. Because they can't go to the drop-off location. Now, I wonder... Oh, yeah, we can see some overflow of vegetables here. The animals will go eat that if they want. And kibble's starting to come in, too. And looks like we have a bunch of hay coming in soon. Great. Is this a tree? I'm going to chop that so enemies can't use it for cover. We've got a major break risk for a tinny. Oh, yeah, we put this table up recently, and it's nice to see it getting used. Hopefully that helps you avoid a break because you don't get the additional 8 without table. But yeah, you're still upset about Rebecca. Which I can get. I mean, you had no relationship with her whatsoever. But, you know, I could still see that being upsetting to someone. Got some bodies out here that are now rotten. Great. So, well, not great, but... This, I'm going to turn on. Now, I would expect those rotten bodies to end up over here. Is there a... yeah, there must be a radius on this bill. If there's not, we want one. Yeah, the cremate... Well, this cremate corpse do forever. That is rotten only, is unlimited. But no animal corpses. Okay, so someone will go get that now. And I'm actually fine with that because if they're going to go out here and grab this body, I would like them to do it only if they're going to cremate it. I don't want it to be hauled and just sit over here. You know. And a wild boar is self-tamed. Wild boar 1. Now, wild boars can no longer haul. They are decent fighters, though. First of all, I'm going to get you into 2. I don't want you unrestricted. Until we know what we're doing with you. Major break. Still a tinny. 2 people drilling. That's great to see. We've got a wolf hanging out around here. But there is a pack of boars around here, isn't there? Okay, this wolf has to go down. Big Red, Kimmy, 2 snipers. Let's get you up here. Philly, join them. And go ahead and take a shot before it leaves. Come on, I want you to hit this. Nice shot. Who was that? That was... Oh, it was a spike trap? I could have sworn... I guess the giveaway was that I didn't hear a gunshot. Maybe I should have listened to that. The tinny... Yeah, tinny... The tinny keeps teetering back and forth between minor and major, so we keep getting the notification. I think a tinny will be okay. In 23 days, though, this will go away. And alcohol binge for Pacheco. So, I don't know what we do for your mood. The beauty overall is just not great. We could floor this. I don't know. There's all sorts of things we could do, but we don't have a bunch of extra materials for flooring and such. Yeah, this notification is getting annoying. I almost want you to go into the crypto sleep casket. Just for a little bit. I don't know. That probably wouldn't help, but... That's what he's making me want to do with this flip-flop stuff. No, yeah, there it goes again. I'll try to ignore it for now. Alright, so the steel is coming in. Okay, we're up to 353, so it is chipping away. So, I think we can at least go for one of these engines. We'll have even leftover steel. And, oh, the grand sculpture is finally finished. Here it is, and it's good. Okay. The voice of Mike. This piece illustrates Mike Wise working on an advanced component while covered in grime. The advanced component is intricately detailed. This representation tells the story of Mike completing work on an advanced component. Okay, wow. It would kind of fit in nicely there. How is this room's impressiveness? Very impressive already. Yeah, I don't really want to move the beds around. But you know what I do kind of want to get in is a few more of these tables. Maybe we'll use our blocks. Marble. Let's get 2 more large marble sculptures, actually. Not jade for this one. We'll go marble. And we'll go 2. And actually, I'm going to copy this, paste it, and do 1 more. That way, Lady and Tico can kind of work at the same time, and each have their own build to work on, assuming that they both start this at some point before one of them finishes. Man, all sorts of activity. There's people everywhere. Actually, you know, I guess this dining hall's close enough to this where I don't need to put a new table in. And I'm just going to plop this in here. It's kind of where I always thought it would go. And I'll be cool with that. What's the impressiveness of this room? It's already very impressive. Very spacious. Yeah, but that'll be cool for now. And then we'll get a couple large ones in the few remaining bedrooms that don't have one. This one I keep missing, so I'm going to reinstall it here. And you're going to get reinstalled here. Just because... I don't know. Well, I'll leave the plants in there. It's for Huber, who's jealous anyway. I don't want to decrease the rating of his bedroom in case that sets him over the edge for being jealous of someone else. So I guess we want to go on this mining party. Those bodies are all cremated, so we'll do that. Yeah, the ship engine is going down. All the steel is there, all the plasteel is there. Uranium is probably what we're getting low on. And yeah, we only have 46. So yeah, let's do it. What's waiting for us here? Threats are unknown. Interesting, we haven't had that yet, actually. That's a little... like, I don't know, disconcerting, maybe? Let's see, how fast is this trip? Just a day. Yeah, let's grab our alpacas and go. Who are our miners? It's going to be Big Red. Yeah, I guess Johnny, because he's that good at it. Even though he's a great planter and we're still in the planting season, someone else is going to pick up the slack. Oh, wait a minute. How much time do we have here? 21 days? Yeah, we're just going to wait until we get our last harvest in. I want Johnny around for that. Oh, this is interesting. Death in 2 hours. Yeah, I'll put a hunt on him so he doesn't get automatically forbidden if he dies before we go finish him off. Get the blood cleaned up. This is now in... We have visitors with items to trade and a poisoned ship somewhere. Let's see where this landed. Right on the corner of our base. This isn't bad, actually. This is close enough where if we start hitting it with mortars, it will likely at least poke into this corner to see what's going on. We probably don't have to do 50% damage to force the attack. But once we jump on those mortars, we'll have to make sure we're already in position before we start firing. But yeah, I'm cool with this. I won't worry about the fire. But I will start grabbing that steel. Oh yeah, we got... I know there's more steel slag chunks out around the map, because for a while we were not dragging them in. Like over here. Yeah, that's great. And here's that boar group, which maybe we want to start looking at. The only meat we have left is insect meat. But we've got lots of veggies, so we can make simple meals. Okay, let's take a look at these traders. They're coming in. Here's some more steel. I actually already lost them. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, Serrano, this is what you do. Didn't even check what you were doing. Looks like you're somewhat far away, but you're always in the compound, so you can never be that far. We're doing pretty well on money. These guys don't have much to sell, but I think we'll take whatever they got. We'll take their packaged survival meals. We'll take a component. Hell, we'll even take medicine. And another chain shotgun? No, we already have one. And we'll give you... we're not going to sell you anything. We don't really need the money right now. Now, this poison ship is going to start destroying some of our crops fairly quickly. but our growing season's pretty much over anyway. Although those 2 days are pretty big. I mean, if our growing season's only 20 days anyway, that's 10% of our growing period, and it might go longer. So we want to get after this pretty much now. I'm gonna say. So why don't we get Philly? Let's get this mortar back to EMP only. Let's get Philly on the mortar. Let's get Matthew on the mortar. These are both set to... Yeah, I guess either is fine. I don't think these guys burn quite as well. Actually, I'm going to set yours to only high explosive. Who else? Tico. Let's you jump on one. And NG, no, you're too good of a shot at Tinny. Why don't we get you on one? So we've got those 4 on the mortars, ready to go. A major break risk for a Tinny still. Damn, do I leave you out of this fight? Unsightly environment. Is this environment really that unsightly? I should get a statue here or something. Yeah, the mortars are each at minus 19. I could move that statue down. What's your beauty? 650. I could say I moved you like here or something. Would that affect you there? It kind of fits in nicely there. It does block the EMP shelf. I don't know, I'll ignore that for now, but that's something to think about. A Tinny might snap while he's on the mortar, so be it. I don't think it's going to be a long mortar trip for these guys. So let's grab basically everyone except Tico, a Tinny, Matthew, and Philly. Because I want them to stay on the mortar, so we'll get you guys down here. Now, let's see who we got here. Melee guys. Down in the room. Shotgun guys, which is Arison and Pacheco, right here. Lines, charge rifle guy. Assault rifles, scatter here. We definitely want to spread out as much as possible against these guys, given their weapons. So I'm gonna put NG up there. Yeah, we kind of almost need another cover spot. But I guess we can fit you there. Get Mal up here. Kimmy down here. And this is okay. Now, Ghostface is going to Hall. Ghostface, I'm gonna have to get you in. I don't want to do this for every animal that might be out there, but Ghostface is a special circumstance. And Cougar, where are you? You're following Arison. You're not bonded to Arison. Guess what? Go to one of our melee guys. Go to Lady. You can't go to Lady. Julian? Yeah, go to Julian. Because otherwise you're going to be hanging out right in front of these sandbags for a lot of these fights, and that's not really a great spot. Ares, what are you doing? Ares does not fight yet because you weren't an adult, I'm guessing, at the time, but now you are. You don't respond to that yet, but I have to draft and redraft Julian. You should bounce right back. There you go. Okay, let's start hitting this thing. Just these three for now. And the EMP I'm going to save because it's going to be more useful attacking these guys as they come out. What are we dealing with here? 3 centipedes, 8 lancers is what I saw, and 2 scythers. And Big Red is now here for some reason. Why is that? Did you guys just get tired of doing that? Oh, did I forget to undraft you? Oh no, you're not part of this group. You just took a while to get down here. Okay, so why don't you jump down next to Kimmy? You don't have you have a lot. This is blocking a lot of your line of sight, but I'll be okay with that to start. And the EMP stun worked well, although it stunned the guys out in front, so that'll give the guys in the rear a chance to catch up. Meanwhile, I think I'm done with having you guys mortar fire. So we'll clear your force targets, and then we will get you maybe up there. Tico, another melee guy. Yeah, join the party in there. Philly with the minigun. Let me get behind this tree. It's not great cover, but it's better than all clumping up. And yeah, we'll see how these round of traps do. 1 down. Tree really slows them down. Okay. That stun's lasting a good long while. So we are getting a pretty decent break in the in their force. Lots of fire coming in. Here comes him. So you can see the area of an effect, but it's only barely getting 2 guys, and they're already put out, so that was great. But now he's hitting these guys here. Let's get everyone in the picture here. Serrano. Don't haul the Lancer yet. Why don't you just stay indoors for now? Mike and NG just took a pretty good shot. Big Red must have been putting a fire out. Okay. Yeah, this is where it gets a little problematic. I don't want these guys right out in the open here. So NG's recovered. Let's get NG... Matina, are you in range there? Yes, you are. That's plenty of range. NG, let's get you back behind here. Mike is burning, but hopefully Lions will help you out when you get over there. Maybe that's what happened. Big shots taken here by Pacheco and Arison. 2 snipers are beating fire out. Once they do, I'm going to... we're laying some good fire on them. Oh, you guys are still here? Yeah, you're not allies yet, but I don't know if you would have done anything anyway. You're just visitors. Okay. Yeah, get those last fires out. No, not that one, actually. Just stop and start shooting. Oh, here comes the EMP shot. It'd be interesting to see what that does. Oh, that was an EMP. Oh, I must have taken the wrong person off the mortars. Yeah, so Matthew, jump down here and help. No more of those. It sounded like... Okay, we got through it. Let's unforbid everyone. And we'll get those fires sorted out. We will take off the restriction for Serrano and for Ghostface. And let's get some healthy guys out here. Matthew, you weren't in the fight. Johnny, you didn't take much damage, and that should be fine. We'll get you guys out here to finish off the ship before it destroys any crops. Bunch of meat falling from the sky. Okay, alright, I forgot. Every time Matthew shows up, he's got 4 or 5 animals with him. Okay. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we'll queue this up to haul, and we will do an unforbid. Kubernaries just fell asleep right from their bunker. That seems fine. We gotta get these repairs in. This will bring in a lot of steel and plasteel and a few components. And we're down to 53 steel, or up, depending on how you look at it. But one thing we do not get from this attack is uranium. So we still need to go out and acquire that. And how many alpacas are we down to these days? All right, the wild boar. Go in the snake pit, and we're going to slaughter you. You're a decent fighter, but I don't know. I kind of like where we're at with our animals. We only have 4 alpacas, so we're only going to be able to carry, I don't know, 100 uranium or something, maybe. Still worth it. We got one of these bills finished. This is made by Tico, and we set it up so... Oh, Tico started on both, so I guess Lady didn't have an opportunity to get started, maybe? I don't know. But here's a good one. We will put it in... oh, what about that? Guess we do have all of these too? Yeah. So every bedroom has a statue. Now the question is, where do we need additional statues? Oh, you know what? We don't have one in the brewery. I'll be happy with that. And then the next one, I don't know. Maybe we put it down below this fire foam near the mortars. That could work. Let's get this in. Did we lose any turrets or anything? No. It felt like we weren't delivering that much firepower out here. And man, the mechanoids really like to just sit and camp once they come in. So it's almost like I would like to make that harder for them somehow. This turret can definitely reach that. Yeah, I felt like I expected more turret fire than that, but I don't know. Estelle has lost a skill. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess that's okay. And you moved back somehow. How are you moving? No one's tending to you. Yeah, Estelle is somehow moving. Maybe with the help of Ghostface. I mean, I don't know why someone would pick her up and carry her somewhere. Oh, you know, I did administer Yayo, but I saw them come do that. They didn't move her to do that. Yeah, I don't know. One thing I would like to do, though, is... as much as I'm getting used to the animals sleeping here, a lot of times people wake up and eat a meal right away. And I would kind of like them to have a table just like this side does. So they could avoid the 8 without table penalty. So I'm going to move a couple of these into bedrooms. And in fact, if they're good, I think they provide a... do they provide a beauty bonus? No, they're neutral. Which I think probably makes sense. And I think we're doing okay on wood, so let's get a wooden table. Right on the end here. And just one stool is fine. But we will get a light, because it is dark over here. For the most part, I think. Yeah, right now it's dark. There we go. Okay, so... uranium trip. Yeah, I think it's time to go. We will get that prepared. But we don't know where we're going to find. That's the... So we essentially have to... Well, I was going to wait till the end of the growing season, right? Which is pretty much over, but we still have harvesting to do. Yeah, let's work on getting that in, and then I'll think about what we want to send out there with an unknown threat waiting for us. We'll probably have to take, like, our best weapons, for sure. Lances. Oh, we don't have a bombardment targeter anymore. We use that. But we've got Doomsday rocket launchers, triple rocket launchers, exotic goods trader. Damn, they have monkeys. Any snakes? This is still not getting hauled in. It's lost 10 hit points. Spoils in 7 hours. We have someone that's hauling primarily. Yeah, lady. That's why you're not doing art, though. You're doing a lot of hauling. Prioritize this. See how much you can get in. Yeah, just grab all of that. And Serrano, why don't you come and talk to Curtis here? See what they got. Gosh, damn it. Every time I see Nairobi up here, I get excited. That's our snake, not one for sale. Okay, you have a monkey, though. Which I don't want to buy. Components, yeah, we'll take them. Advance, yep, we'll take them. Glitter World Medicine, I mean, I never really see a need for it, unless it, fixes scars or something. Yeah, it's just a really good medicine. But we never have any problems with our current level of medicine, so I don't really see the benefit. You do have plasteel. We're getting a bit low, but still don't want to buy it yet, I don't think. We probably haven't even broken down those mechanoids yet. So I'm guessing we have a bunch. Cooking neurotrainer? Yeah, let's get that. We'll make someone even better. And we'll decrease our value by 800 while also getting better. We have 2 Resurrector mechs. They don't have any lances, but they have a Psychic Soothe Pulsar. An Insanity Lance. Yeah, we'll take another one, because I do see us using a couple on this mining trip. Pain Stopper. Yeah, why not? I'm kind of feeling like spending some money here. Power Claw. Why is that so expensive? When we put one on Kimmy, it wasn't any better than her original hand. So I don't know why this is way more expensive than a Bionic Spine. They do have another Doomsday. We've got 3, though. Yeah, we're okay. I guess we won't sell the sculpture. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. We'll spend 3,500 silver or so. And we do have a statue to put in, right? Yes. Now, any workshop or anything we can put this in? We traded. Okay, so those have gone up 5. Oh. We should see what we could gift them, although... let's put it in here, around the end. Although they don't really have any... they won't take any gift. Only the exotic stuff we can gift them. So... yeah, it's not going to be too much. We are close to getting these guys into ally range, but I don't see us doing it with a gift to these guys, so we'll just back out of this. Great, we were getting a bit low on cotton for us, so this should be coming in very soon. A tinny, yeah, tinny's always the one. I guess, I mean, even before your sister dying, I feel like you were struggling quite a bit. 20 days. Fall has begun. Okay. So I think we'll leave it there at the start of fall. When we come back, we will get all of our harvesting done and then go out on that mining trip. And of course respond to any other things that might pop up in that time. But that trip will allow us to finish one of these ship engines. And hopefully we find a faster way to start bringing this stuff in. Maybe we'll get lucky with a meteorite, maybe we'll get a trader, who knows. But yeah, our primary focus will continue to be acquiring the materials to finish off this ship. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.